Hey everybody, I got some requests to look into what happened to this guy a little bit. This is the older I don't know if we'd call him a gentleman given the circumstances, but the older guy who was featured in my most recent Public Freakouts Unleashed video. Go subscribe if you haven't already, subtle plug. And this guy was caught on camera by a, mid-sized TikToker. She does inspirational fitness videos, and she's got about 55k followers. She records this crazy, nutty interaction with this guy right after the fender bender. It's very clearly his fault. He seems to admit that he knows that it's his fault. And he basically tells her that he's going to lie to the police if she calls them to try to get more than the $300 that he's offering her to make this right. She thinks that this is far more than $300 worth of damage. So she says, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and call the police. And he says, if you do that, I'm going to lie on you and I'm going to tell the police that you caused this accident because I simply can't afford to pay for this. So she kind of calls his bluff here. Let's watch the clip back, and then we'll get to what happened afterward.
How are you trying to bribe me for money, though?
Well, I'm saying I'm not trying to bribe you. I just don't want to take advantage of anybody.
But you're saying you're going to lie and say that I hit you, but you backed into me?
Yeah.
Why would you do that?
Because I can't afford to have another accident on my record.
But you say you're going to lie on me?
Yes, ma'am.
Why?
Because I can't afford to not lie. I can't afford to not say that you hit me.
Okay. Well, okay. I'm not going to, okay.
So you decide if you want to go to the bank, if you want to call the police and I'll lie. That's your options. $300.
Okay. I'm okay with the 300. I'm going to call the police.
Obviously, a lot of people were caught off guard by the incredible audacity of this guy. And just, yes, I know he's older, but I think we've all, by 2023, right, figured out how recording video and playing it back on a phone works. He must know that if she's recording this, and he seems to acknowledge that, that there's no way that he would ever get away with this, which leads me to believe that maybe he really is in that desperate of a financial situation where he knows that this isn't going to work, but this last Hail Mary attempt to get out of this payment is really all that he can do. Now, that's not to make excuses for him. Obviously, he is clearly in the wrong here, but a lot of people wondered, did he actually go through with this? That's a crazy thing to say you're going to do. She calls his bluff. Did he go through with the lie when the police officer showed up? Another question that people were asking, did this guy really do more than $300 worth of damage? A lot of people told OP to just accept the $300 and move on, but she showed a video of the damage done to her car, alleging that this was far beyond what $300 would ever fix. And looking at it now, I kind of agree with her. In a second video of the damages, she added some new information, responding to somebody who said this was just a tiny scratch, she should have just taken the $300. She says, El Mayo, this big pickup truck backed into me. This is going to be way more than $300. Not to mention, he knocked my light out of place as well, so I don't care what he has going on. I was super respectful. He offered me $200 off top and then said $300 as if he was doing me a favor. She also very importantly states there that the guy actually didn't know that she was recording him while this was going on. So that certainly seems to suggest that the desperation argument I made earlier is not in fact what's going on here. And actually he thought that he could get away with this because he didn't understand that she was recording. Interesting. So the next question, of course, is did he actually go through with this when the police showed up? And you're not going to believe it, folks, because I wouldn't have unless I had seen this follow-up video. He did, in fact, try to lie on her when the cops showed up.
Okay, y'all keep asking for an update. Y'all, the police came, and the man did lie like he said he was going to lie. And the cop told me that they were going to have to pull, like, footage from, like, the camera that was by the Family Dollar. We was, like, by a Family Dollar or whatever. And I'm like, no, you don't have to. I have a video of him lying. I genuinely was like, had sympathy for the man. I did not want to get the man in trouble. So I didn't volunteer to the cops that he lied until he actually went through with his damn lie. So the cop watches the video. He literally laughs, and he actually had me send it to his personal phone. And he walks up to the guy, and he's like, look, she has you on camera saying every single thing. So the man admits to it and says that he's just going through a lot, which I'm sorry, sir, but you up when you said that you was going to lie on me. The hell you lying on me for? I was not in the wrong.
So this guy decided to go through with it and got fully exposed when she showed the police officer the entire recording that she had of this guy saying, I'm going to lie to the police officer, which is, again, very open and shut. I don't know how it could have possibly gone any other way, but I continue to be surprised. Now, as far as if the damage had actually been way over the $300 she was offered, and was she right to go ahead and try to get more, she was, as it turns out.
Hey, y'all keep saying take that $300. I got a check for $3,500. Boom. And as far as him not knowing that I was recording him, y'all, I was on the phone at first when he first said it. I was on the phone with someone and he said that shit. And I'm like, oh my God, because literally I'm in the car debating if I'm going to let this man go or if I want to get my car fixed, which it doesn't look like it's that bad on the video. I have a black car, but I promise you in person, you can see that shit is scuffed up, it's dented up bad. And half of the bumper, one side of the bumper, the clips are completely out and it will not shut and go back down. So I'm like literally having the heart that I have. I wanted to let him go. But then he came up to my car rushing me to decide if I'm going to let him go or if I'm going to call the police. So I'm like, oh, okay. So I'm acting like I'm still on the phone, y'all. And I just started recording him like with the phone in my ear like that. So he didn't know that I was actually recording him. And I'm sorry. A lot of y'all are trying to sympathize with this man because he's old. Had that been a young person, some of them comments would not be what they are. Stop making excuses for older people that needs to be off of the road. It's so dangerous. Every day that we get in our car, our lives are literally in other people's hands. Keep that in mind. And stop telling me I should have took $300. I did not need the $300 to take the $300. I didn't want that fast money, and that was some bullshit. Be serious.
So she ended up getting $3,500 from this guy. His lie was exposed to the police by her apparently hidden camera footage that she was taking the whole time. And I think we can confidently say that justice was indeed served that day. We can stamp this man punished. Okay, short and sweet today. I think that about does it for this one. But while I have you here, I wanted to talk to you very quickly about something that is infuriating me. So I was made aware of this YouTube channel by a subscriber a couple of weeks ago called True Karma TV. Now, if you go to this YouTube channel, and I'm certainly not encouraging you to do so, you'll see that not only are the titles a ripoff and the video structures a ripoff of The Reckoning, but the thumbnails down to the font of the what happened are the exact same as my videos. This is not only a blatant ripoff, but it's automated in the sense that the commentator of these videos is a fake AI voice, not even a real person.
The video I'm going to cover today is a spectacle like no other. As always, we find ourselves delving into an incident of a woman.
Now, I've been competing with, these automated Karen AI channels that just pump out old clips in a never-ending cycle with the spammy titles for a long time, and I've never really cared because at the end of the day, Public Freakouts Unleashed is more clip-focused, and everybody has a right to use those clips and talk about those clips to their heart's content. But this really bothers me. I put so much time and effort into making this a high-quality channel and making all these videos, and this guy just blatantly rips off every single thing down to the most minute detail and gets tons of views, and not a single person that I can see has made the connection that this is exactly a copy of my channel in any of his comment sections. And trust me, I spent way longer than I want to admit looking through them. So anyway, I'm sorry for the end video rant, but this has just been bugging me so much lately. I just needed to get it out there. So yeah, that's not my channel. Don't get me confused with the robot. Okay, melodramatic rant over. I'll see you guys next time.